Back. All right, so like I got a little bit busier than I figured I was going to be today, but it was in a good way. So I had to jump off the previous stream. So what we're doing is we're still kind of working on building up the game for our TokiJam submission, which will this is a game jam that you'll see that I've been talking about. You'll see us on itch.io. So let's see if I can like find a quick reference to that, and here we are. Yeah, so this is TokiJam, and we still have like 5 more days until this game jam, until submissions for this game jam ends. So, you were probably taking a look at my partner's live stream earlier. His name is Neonalig, and he's the one who's doing the programming, or most of the programming for the game. My job is, as I mentioned before, the story and doing the artwork, right? So, because of like some delays last week, we didn't have like a lot of time, or I didn't have a lot of time to really work on the game because we had the Tokyo Olympics, and then we had a big issue with whether our kids were going to go to school or not, and the government decided not. So I was kind of stuck at home with the kids and trying to set up online courses. So didn't really have a lot of time to like do anything game jam wise. Fortunately, we had 2 weeks for this instead of one, so now I have like time to do some work on the weekends. So while Neonalig was like simply busting out code today for the game, what I've been doing is I've been working on the overall layout and the overall story and the characters for the game. So haven't really gotten that far with doing any like permanent artwork, but I'm still in the process of doing the draft artwork. So I'm not really gonna have so much time right now for this stream, but I did kind of want to get some in while I like before I have my meetings tonight, my client meetings tonight. So let's see. I will show you what we've been doing in Unity. So before we do that, let me run you back to the story. So we're working on a game called Via the Runes. Via the Ruins, because the theme that I picked for this game jam was let's see, Pump Up plus Ruins, which everybody is complaining about. How the hell do you mix those? I don't know. So that's why I chose it, right? So Ruins is easy to do because you can just go ahead and pick up artifacts somewhere, or like you can ruin something. Pump Up is maybe blowing something up, blowing up a balloon, or maybe blowing up a building or pumping up your arms or something like Arnold Schwarzenegger. That's all good, but ruins plus pump up together is a kind of difficult topic, right? So we really have to kind of think about this one a lot. So the scenario that Neonalig and I came up with was we're going to be in we're going to have a character who's in a post-apocalyptic future, and actually I'll just go ahead and show you the screen right here. So we got a character who's in a post-apocalyptic future, and we're kind of like looking at the actual title of the game that I've chosen for this TokiJam, right? So, yeah, Pump Up Ruins. Alright, so back to this. So, we have a post-apocalyptic game where the player must visit villages and talk to NPCs. So we're going to have NPCs in this game. And they're going to give us quests to kind of find ancient ruins that are kind of laying around the cities. And also, we're going to have to fight a couple monsters. And these ruins that we're looking for will be essential for fixing the village's problems. So each village has a certain problem, right? And the only way to solve these problems is to find these ruins, and we're going to use these ruins to basically locate a monster egg. And once the monster egg has been found, the bigger it gets, the more ruins we get, and we kind of offer it to the altar, then the bigger the monster is going to get until it finally hatches, and then the monster can go save the village. And that is the basic concept for this game. As I mentioned before in a previous stream, since I'm in charge of the story and the characters, I wanted this to kind of have a little bit of Peruvian mythology with it. So this game is based on the Nazca lines, right? And those are some of the 8 wonders of the world, right? So let's see. So that's a little bit of an overview of what we've got with the game so far. And let's see. With TokiJam going on right now, here's the itch.io page I'm setting up for right now. But what I've got so far is I'll go ahead and like run you through our storyboards. This will be the title screen, so I'll be setting that up. Right now, we're mainly working on the programming and like using temporary art just to get the layout of the game finished. So this will be the title screen. This will be kind of what the world map looks like. So the player can kind of like run around all over this place and run around all over the place and like visit different areas. Um, I don't want to leave that permanent. And then once they get as they're visiting each village and stuff like that, they can kind of talk to the NPCs, get their missions, collect certain things, and then that will give them access to this, which is what Neonalig was working on in his live stream today. This is a 3D puzzle. So I wanted to have a 3D puzzle element that is also a platformer. So basically, the player will be able to run around this 3D platform, this 3D box, and shoot enemies. And this is like kind of like the temple for the egg, right? So your player will be able to run and jump like Mario, and like maybe shoot some enemies and collect ruins, leftover ruins, and give them to an altar. And then once the altar has received enough ruins, every time you put a ruin in the altar, you're going to see the egg kind of get bigger and bigger and bigger until it pumps up, and then it finally cracks and it reveals a beautiful monster, which I have like drawn already. And so those are going to be the main game mechanics that we're looking at for this right now. Here is the main hero. This guy's name is V.i.A, and what is his actual name again? It's Valerencio, like Ignacio Alois, because I wanted to use Peruvian names, and it's got a pretty good meaning, I think. But now I can't remember what it is. It's in my notes somewhere. So, and he carries like some standard weapons, like some Peruvian weapons. So he's got like a blow dart gun. He has a mace and he has a spear, which we are still thinking about using as a super weapon if we have time. So, back to the storyboards that I was working on. So we've got like this character who's like the main character. We have some NPCs, some post-apocalyptic NPCs that I'm working on. So these are just like temporary characters right now, just to kind of keep everything flowing. And then what else we have? We've got here are the monster eggs. So there's going to be a couple of monsters that you'll have to wake up in order to solve each village's problem. And like I said, they're based on the Nazca lines. And here's kind of what the monsters are going to look like. Still kind of working on that. Here is some sample art for the villages. So I'm just kind of randomly, really randomly putting them in there in the scene right now. Just to kind of do some coding and figure out how the player is going to interact with them. Here is a sketch of kind of the apocalyptic scene, and here I was kind of like thinking of what kind of colors I want to use in the game, which you'll see in a little bit. Here's the overlay with like some of the temporary art, and here's what it actually kind of looks like in Unity right now. So this is the point that I've gotten to so far, but we've only got 5 days, so I'm going to have to speed up the process. So let's jump into Unity. Now, and I'll show you what the actual scene looks like. So I'm getting an error here because I did some coding. Hold on, let me turn this off right quick. I'll finish coding this out a little bit because I was actually working on something. So now Neonalig, he's actually working in Unity 2021, and he's actually doing the real version of the game, the 2.5D version of the game. We decided to do a 2.5D version of the game. I've done 3D before, I've done 2D before, in different systems, but I haven't done a 2.5D game yet. So it's a little bit interesting on how this actually works. So he's more of a professional on the programming side. My thing is like art and story. I write books, I make comics, I do video games, and I make original products and stuff like that. That's my thing. That's my business, right? So while he's working on busting out all of the code in Unity 2021, what I'm doing is I'm actually working on in a different project, which is in Unity 2019, because this is a version I'm more familiar with. And so I am doing some rudimentary basic coding because I just need to get a feel for how the elements are going to interact with each other. And then after I have everything set up, like the title screen, the basic character interactions, feel like how like maybe set up a dialogue and stuff like that, then I will start working on doing changing these replacement graphics, changing these temporary graphics with their actual replacements, and working on animation, which I have not done anything on yet. Right. So this is what the scene kind of looks like in Unity at the moment. Hold on. I'm doing my thing on my iPad, so let me switch over to here, and yeah, here's what the scene looks like in Unity at the moment. So got all of these temporary graphics that I'm working on, and if you'll notice, this is a 3D world, and this is how things are laid out. So I have sky and some mountain in the background, and everything's kind of tilted at a 30 or 45 degree angle. Because I have the camera also pointing downward and looking down at 15 degrees, so this will give it more of an illusion of depth, right? Which is kind of what we're looking for. Now, gameplay wise, I don't think I'm going to play anything until I get rid of this error, so give me a second. You have no health. I know you have no health because I haven't put it in there yet. Stop bitching. Alright, so, yeah. So, okay, that should get rid of that error, I think. And I'm speaking really quickly because I have a business meeting coming up at about maybe 2 or 3 hours. So, so I'm trying to get in my streaming when I can. All right. So come on. Does not get any definition for health, and no, I'm aware of that. Thank you very much. Okay, so, alright, so, the error is gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a quick little playthrough of, what I've got set up on here so far. And, once I have all of the, story elements and all of the artwork elements in this game, we're just gonna take them and dump them into the actual game. The actual 2.5D game that, Neonalig is, working on right now. Because his code is way more advanced than this stuff, and he's got a lot of different features that he wants to put into it, and I think they'll work perfectly for this game. But I kind of don't want to mess up what he's working on while I'm trying to figure out the dynamics of this game and stuff like that. So that's why I'm working on in a 2019 file. And so, yeah, you'll notice I have no animation or anything like that. But the way that it's set up, he can run into objects, right? So, for example, this tree, because it's at an angle, it does give it a little bit of depth and a little bit of space to where he actually has to walk around it, right? Because it's angled this way. So if it were flat, he could just kind of walk by anything, and he wouldn't be able to really bump into it. So that's another reason why I'm using this method. So he can't walk past this tree unless he actually goes further behind it. And the same for this building. This is kind of a little bit more. Okay, yeah, he can't walk behind this one. So yeah, this is kind of like he's skateboarding with no skateboard. All right, so this is kind of what we got set up right now. Here's the little monster. This monster will not make it into the game. It's just some temporary art. Here's an NPC, which we're going to be setting up. And, here's a well, which will actually be a transport area. So the player will be able to have a portal that goes through here. But this will open up after he's completed some NPC task. Another darn tree. And here's here's our bar, another NPC will be here to give him some advice, and don't worry, he's not gonna phase through the wall when I do it next time. Alright, so yeah, I got a little bit of Twilight Zone stuff here. Now you see me, now you don't. I'm back. Alright, so yeah, so he can kind of walk around and just kind of fade in between stuff, right? Walk around, walk behind, pick. And now, we're going to get him to the point where he can pick up some objects. If you look at the background, though, you'll notice that we do have some parallax already kind of going on. And remember, this is just temporary artwork. It's not going to look like this in the final product. All right. So yeah, that's what I've been working on, and we in the actual version of the game, we're probably going to leave the movement as point and click, because I think that will actually work better. But what I'm doing right now, I just need some basic rudimentary movement. So I'm just using the standard WSAD keys. And then when we get to the actual platformer, like 3D puzzle platformer area, then you'll have to use the keys. All right, and you're, with this enemy also, I have already put a um, melee melee attack on this. I go to Malaysia a lot, so I feel like kind of strange saying melee as Malay. So I have put given the character a melee attack already. So he can actually attack this monster right now. I haven't done the animation for it, but I have done the scripting for it, right? So if we go here, you'll notice everything seems to be floating, but the player character does have an attack area, right? So it's a spherical attack area, and if you shift over like this way, you can see the monster is actually within the attack area right now. So if I think he's in the attack area, are you in the attack area? Oh, let me attack you. Huh. No, he's outside of the range. Okay, so let me move him back a little bit. Move him like right over here. Get him closer, closer, closer. All right, and now I can attack. Boom. All right, so you notice if I attack twice, the monster disappears. So I haven't put any particles or any animation on this thing. So right now, I just want to get it to where I know that he can kill monsters, right? And in this for this part of the game, I'm not sure if we're going to have him use his blow dart gun or not. I think maybe just walking around town with his melee attack would be good enough, and then he can use his blow dart on the other level. But, you know, we'll discuss that a little bit. Alright, so this is what we've got set up. So he can attack monsters, he can, like, walk around, and, now we need to go ahead and start adding a little bit more functionality. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go ahead and start working on adding a bar for him. So the monsters, if you'll notice, the enemy does have health, right? So he's got his health set up right here. So he's got like 24 and stuff like that. I just put some random numbers in. He doesn't have any movement set up right now because I just kind of want him to stay there. Like some of these monsters will be a lot of them will be following the player, especially when we go to a dungeon area. But right now he's just kind of chilling in town, so I don't want him scaring the kids. So that's kind of why he's static at the moment. But since some monsters have health, the player also needs to be able to take damage. In the villages, I don't think he's going to be facing too many monsters. I might just have some of them randomly come, just to kind of like keep him on his toes. So he's not really going to get assaulted too much in the village by monsters. However, I do want to keep the health bar up here because I think that'll be good, and also add as Neil mentioned before, I think it's going to give the player a little bit of anxiety because there are monsters somewhere in the village. We just don't know when they're popping up, right? So, what I'm going to do here, hold on, let me test something very quickly. Hold on, and I also need to make sure that my... Alright, so, I'm doing a little quick... It just got hot in here for some reason. Let me cut my air conditioner on. Yeah, so it's pretty humid in Tokyo. Wow, that's small. Alright, let me blow him up a little bit. It's gonna look all pixelated, but I don't care. Alright, so, yeah, we've got him walking around. You can see, like, the background, a little bit of parallax in the background. Don't worry, I'll fix all of that shit later. With the graphics kind of, like, restacking on top of each other. Right, so he's just out for a stroll in the town, like, gonna visit this dude's house, maybe kill a monster. Alright, 3 strikes, monster dead. He's gonna talk to an NPC, which I haven't set up yet. This is a little blood splat from the monster that I'm actually going to change, so don't worry about that. The well is right here, right? So we've got like a basic, basic stuff set up. Now we need to give the player something like a little bit of health bar, so that's what I'll be working on now. Hold on. Let me turn that off. All right, and I've got my notes over here, so that's why I keep on looking this way, because I'm not exactly the best coder. All right, so for the health bar. All right, so I've got my player and stuff right here. So now let's go ahead and make a health bar. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to UI. And I'm going to click for image. All right, so yeah, so this is the canvas that we can work on with right now. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and if you'll notice, like, there's a little bit of an image right here. And this is actually kind of what we're going to be using for our health bar. So I'm going to grab this, and I think I'm going to pull it to the center of the canvas right now. I mean, I could do this, like, Shift, Alt, and then, like, just go ahead and center it that way. And then alright, so I'm going to use the rect tool. Yeah. So, alright, so what I'm going to quickly do, like, this is going to be our health bar, but our health bar is not square. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly jump into my favorite program, and I'm going to create a little health bar. Yeah, just a little bar sprite. Okay, so like I've got a bar sprite that I'm getting ready to make. It's just gonna be something very, very quick and very simple. I do a lot of my artwork in Adobe Animate because it's much easier for me. And since I do animation and since I like to reuse objects and stuff like that, then it actually makes a lot more sense for me to just directly do a lot of my artwork within an application where it makes it easier for me to reuse assets, right? So, just gonna do this. I kind of don't want that. I want to get rid of the fill color. Yeah, get rid of the fill color and use the outline. All right, let's try it again. And how much do I want this to be? I think I'm gonna keep it. All right. All right. So here's the base of our health bar. I think I'm gonna like make this a little bit thicker for lines though. So let me go ahead and my line tool and then fill this out. That's not working. This is a newer version. Here we go. Yeah, so how about that? Okay. And still not liking that so much. It's still a little bit lighter. And I will like, I guess I'll go ahead and bump this up to, yeah, about 15. Yeah, we'll go 15. And that'll give it a nice little outline. Alright, and also I think I'm going to put a few little extra details on here. Well, this is just temporary art anyway, so I don't really have to sweat it so much. Yeah, I think I'll leave these off for now. Alright, and so, yeah, I am going to put a little bit of a background on here. So, normally what I tend to do is when I'm making, like, new art, especially stuff like this, I will create a prefab. Did I say prefab? I mean, like, not a prefab. I will create a symbol. Yeah. So I tend to create symbols, like, quite frequently, especially when I'm working on stuff that I kind of want to isolate. So, create a symbol, and I will, here's some other stuff that I have up in here. So I'll go ahead and zoom in on this, and with this, I think I'm going to give it a little bit of a background, transparent background. So let's go ahead and switch this over, turn this off, and I'm going to give this an alpha of maybe 30. And I'm just going to draw out a nice little square up in here. And here we go. Yay! That's our health bar. And yeah, I'm not going to get too pretty with it right now. I'll pretty up later. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go back to this symbol since it's already there, and I'm gonna hit F8, not F8, I'm going to because I already changed it into a symbol. I'm going to go here and I'm going to do an export PNG sequence, and I'm going to dump this like health bar 1. And don't worry, like this will not be the final artwork for this game in any shape, form, or fashion. So I'm just trying to get like everything like kind of set up for it. That's all. And now that I have that done, I'm going to go back to Unity, and I'm going to go to my sprites folder. So I have different folders set up because this is just like, this is basically just like a graveyard game. And then once we get everything set up, I'm just going to take all of the good stuff and all the bones and dump them into the real game. So let's see, I have a lot of stuff open here. Yeah, let's go to my desktop, find that sprite that I just created. Alright, Juggles Run, not that one. Where did I save this thing? I think I have another folder that I'm actually porting these out to. Give me a second. I was working on another project before, that's why. Where did I put you? Export Png Sequence, temp GFX. I kind of figured it had to be somewhere around there. Alright, cool. So desktop, TokiJam stuff. Alright. So, desktop. Where's my... there we go. Alright, health bar. And I'm going to go back to Unity, and I'm just going to drag him into here very quickly and check my time. Okay, I still have about like an hour left. Alright, and I'm going to drop this into my sprites. Now, what Neonolig was working on earlier is he was working on a way for me to quickly import sprites. I'm going to have fun playing with that later, but I want to get as many sprites and stuff done as possible. Alright, and now I'm going to be back in Unity. They remind me of that, what was it? Not Dave Chappelle, but, alright, like, where is it? Forgot what I named this guy. Oh, here it is, health bar. Alright, so, yeah, I'm changing this over to a 2D sprite right quick. Yeah. And I'll go ahead and apply this. Alright, now, back on my canvas, I've got this image here, which is, right now, it's just a white square. So, and that just don't look nice. So I'm going to go ahead and type my health bar here, drop this in here, and then you'll notice that this guy is a little bit, it's here, but it's just not here the way that I want it to be. So we're going to take him and we're going to click this set native size button right here. Boom. And yay, we have a really huge health bar. All right, so yeah, we can like do a lot of stuff with this. And all right, so we're gonna name, I'm gonna name this one to health bar border. Because I'm gonna have like more borders in here. Is that B-O-A-R-D? No, B. Leave me alone. I'm living in Japan. Like, I forgot how to spell stuff. Right? Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna. Okay. So I'm gonna create. After this, I've got my my health bar border. So now I need to create another object. This is going to be like an empty object, right? So, okay. Health bar. All right. So with this one, I'm just going to name it health bar, and I'm going to resize it using this tool right here. And I'm just going to stretch it out to the same exact size of my health bar border. Yay! And right. Okay. So now I'm going to take the border. Okay, so now I've got the health bar, and I've kind of like parented these so that when I move them around, they move together. Because it kind of sucked, like if I move something and I forgot to attach the health bar to the border. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to need to create a fill color for this, right? So, all right, so I'm going to go to UI and create another image. Yeah. Right, so UI, create another image. Hold on, let's see. So I've got this, so I'm gonna put this above the border. When you're dealing with the canvas, the stuff that's like on top actually shows up underneath. So it's kind of weird that way, compared to like some of the other elements of Unity. So, let's see. And I think I'm gonna name this. And this will be like a, maybe, color. Yeah. Okay, so I've got this rect transform here. So I'm going to go ahead and like okay, so okay, that didn't work. I thought that was actually going to scale it out the way that I wanted to. Yeah. So like usually when I hold on this and I hold on, let's click Alt and like click on the bottom. Here we go. Huh, that's not working. Alt. Are you stretching? No, you're not stretching. It's not. Hold on. Let me check my notes again. Oh, I'm clicking on the bottom left one. I should be clicking on the bottom right one. Ah ha 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 ha. There we go. All right. Yeah. So it's this also sets the anchor points like as well. So. Okay. Health bar. Yeah, I want to make sure that it comes here. Hold on. Like, so now I'm actually messing around with the health bar because I need to make sure that it doesn't really go beyond. I like, if you'll notice, like it's kind of going a little bit beyond the border. So and that's kind of what I don't want. So got my fill here, got my health bar here. I do want to kind of scale this right here. So I don't want it showing too much on the sides. Alright, well actually I guess I could just go ahead and drag this one down a little bit. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, it's definitely in there, so I mean, like, if it's showing out a little bit on the side, but I just kind of don't want it to. Alright, so, there we go. And now, so the fill is also, like, should be pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just kind of making sure that nothing's, like, sticking out of the side, right? Okay, so with this, I mean, this is a pretty simple way to make a health bar. And let's see, what time is it? Okay, so I got plenty of time. Yeah, so I can like just kind of play with this if I wanted to. And I just noticed that the anchor point that I have for my color fill is it's stretched, and it won't stretch. Huh. That's where it should be, but I do kind of want it to kind of anchor to this left side. So let me check my notes again. Okay, so how did I do that last time? Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Okay. Yeah, so all of that's good. I think I should probably shrink this a little bit though. Alright, so yeah, I should probably shrink this down a little bit on this side. No, that's not working. Do kind of want to shrink everything. Okay, yeah, there we go. I might shrink them down this way a little bit. Usually I don't use this tool so much, but this is kind of big, so alright, cool. There we go. Alright, so I've got the health bar, and I've got... Alright, and then, like, I'm going to do this the easy way, so I'm going to use a slider component. Yay! Okay, so, target graphic, none. So, let's see. I've got my health bar selected, so... Alright, so, target graphic. Normal highlighted color, color tint. Slider interactable. Go into this. So I'm setting this to none because I don't really necessarily want it to just be a color tint or a spike swap or an animation. So I don't necessarily need these for this particular one. So I'm going to go ahead and set this also to none. So I don't need any of these either. Okay, so now we're gonna, like, now that we kind of have the basic setup done, it's looking for a fill rect, right? So that's why we have this color fill. I'm gonna grab this color fill and I'm gonna dump him right in there. And oh my god, he vanished! Ah! Okay, nah, it's not such a big deal. Alright. Okay. And the reason why you can't see it is because I have like a slider here. Like, yeah. Alright. So, like, this is kind of the way that I want it set up. I think I might actually change the color of this bar, but that's why we did a color fill, because we can use this for, like, and that's also why I didn't, like, actually add a more permanent image to this, because I just want the bar right now, and then I'm going to use the same bar for, the player and for enemies. So I'm going to actually change the graphic at the end of it to indicate which one the health bar is, but it's basically going to be the same reusable object, right? And we're just going to change the color of the bar, right? Right, so we could scale everything right here, but the border is going to be a bit of a concern if we try to resize anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this. Yep, so I've got the border selected. Alright, cool. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, the reason why I did that is because, like, if I want to scale the health bar, a lot of times, actually that's not what I was looking for. I was looking for this one. So for some reason this still is not working. Alright, you should be here. Yeah, you should be scaling automatically. Give me a second. Why aren't you scaling? According to... Okay, yeah, there we go. So I think I held the wrong key down last time. So I held... I keep on saying the Alt key, but it's actually the Options key. Alright, so yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's see. Alright, so I am going to go ahead and put in a temporary graphic, I think, just to kind of make sure that I know that this is a health bar. But, I mean, it could be used for health. It could be used for, like, power or, like, a key or whatever, right? So, I'll go ahead and put in a UI image. And I'm just going to put, I don't want to use the enemy for the player, so I think I'm going to put in... I don't have any good graphics to put in here that kind of symbolize health, so I'm going to go cheat, and I'm going to jump over to, yeah, I've got a heart here somewhere, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab this heart from a previous game that I made called Miyabi's Run, that we actually made for the previous TokiJAM, right? So I'm going to use that one, and I'm going to have to go ahead and convert this over to a 2D graphic, 2D and UI sprite, yay! I'll apply this here. Alright, so now I can go back to this image that I've got, and I need to kind of drag it under the health bar, I think. And because that way it'll show up on top of the health bar. And I'm going to use this sprite, and I'm going to type in a heart. And I'm not going to use this heart for this game, but it's just a temporary object. Alright, so cool. So I've got my heart here. And I'm going to set native size. And then I'm going to take this guy here, and I'm going to drag him over. Generally, I think, like, when it comes to, like, these type of elements, like health bar, we tend to try to keep everything, like, on the left side, so I'm just gonna put him over here right now, and maybe shrink him down a little bit here, right? But I'm gonna make something much cooler, for, like, the health bar, actually, right? And then alright, heart icon. Okay. I'll put like health icon instead because it's probably not going to be a heart. Health icon. Alright, and let's see. Health icon. Okay, so I'll set the anchor for this one to be on the left-hand side. Alright, cool. So, like, this way, if I, like, play around with anything on the health bar, my mouse is not working. So if I play with anything on the health bar, then it's kind of, like, everything kind of scales. Yeah. Alright, well, actually, like, the heart just kind of stays the same side, but it stays on the same on the correct side of the screen, which is kind of what we want, right? For a boss enemy, I might actually make the health bar bigger than the heart, just to kind of show, like, a little bit of contrast between the player who like is doing like stuff for a sense of justice in his feelings and stuff like that, whereas the boss is like it's kind of like he's not going by emotion, man. He's just like trying to survive and trying to kill you. So I might actually use that. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take my color fill, and I think I'm gonna set a color for it. This is going to be the player's health. And this is stuff that I have to kind of think of because the colors that I'm going to be using for this game, for the artwork in this game, are going to also be based on, like, you know, kind of like Peruvian colors. So I'm not sure if I want to use like a standard like white or red background for color scheme for the player's health and stuff like that. So I got to kind of think of that. Like, I think I'm probably going to... That just don't look good. That's depressing. This one's not so bad. Green doesn't really match, so I'm just going to kind of run around the circle here. Yellow. I think yellow might be a problem when it comes to blending into other stuff. I love purple. Purple is my favorite color, but I don't think I'm going to do purple. Alright, so... I think I'm gonna leave him here for now, and then like once I come up with the actual color scheme, then I can always change it, right? But that really clashes with that pink heart. Okay, okay, that pink heart is getting on my nerves. So I'm gonna change this pink heart to something else. Right? That's just too rainbow bright. All right, you can be purple or something. Yeah. All right, give him a little bit of a darker color at least. All right. Yeah, that heart's definitely gonna go though. All right, so there we go. Alright, so this looks pretty good, like a health bar. Alright, yay. Yay, 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 yay. Alright, so yeah, this works. Alright, so we've got like a minimum value, maximum value. Yeah, so for this guy, I think I'm gonna give our player a max value of 5 right now. Alright, yeah, I think I'll like give him something like 5 at the moment. And bosses will have like maybe 10, 20, something like that. Alright, and let's see, what else am I working on? Hold on, I'm checking my stream right now. Alright. Okay, let me save this, and then let me go ahead and add a component. Alright, so let me go ahead and add a component to this, and we're gonna have to do a script. So I think I'm gonna call this one the health bar script. Alright, so here's my health bar script. Hello. Oh, hold on, it is not. Okay, there we go. So, one reason why I'm typing so slow is because this is actually a new Mac. So, if you've been watching my stream, any of my gaming streams, then you'll see that I actually had a problem with my previous Mac, which is the one that I keep on looking at for my notes. The keyboard stopped working on it. So, what I had to do is I had to spring for a new Mac, right? And I got a 13-inch, but I didn't really account for the fact that the new 13 inches, mine was 2012. This is a 2021. So the keyboard is actually much smaller than I'm used to. So I feel like my fingers are all together, very cramped. So that's why I make a lot of typing mistakes, and that's why I have to type a little bit more carefully on this than I normally would. So that's where this is coming from. And where did my other code go? I've got like so many projects that I was kind of like working on. All right, so let me go ahead and open this up in Visual Studio. All right, here we go. All right, so here's our health bar script. And I'm naming all of my files WR, which would be like my name, and that way, like when we're going through this later, if we want to get rid of them, then we know which scripts like Neonolid created and which ones I created. So I'm gonna go through this, and this is gonna be a UI based script, right? So I'm gonna have to put in using Unity engine .ui. So I'm not exactly I can't really code from memory, so that's why I keep on looking at my notes over here. Alright, so this is going to be a slider, so I'm going to be like a public slider. And Unity is so nice because it gives you a lot of things that, a lot of pre-built-in stuff. So this is setting up a slider is actually pretty easy in here. So I've got like public slider, and this is just going to be like I put a lot of notes in my code just because I will freaking forget. Reference to the slider. I call these modules so when I can't think of any other words. So aside from models in Unity. So this is basically just a slider reference. That's all it is. All right, and then after this, I need to go ahead and put in some code. So that'll be, I'll create a function. I forgot to do my funct. All right, I just do that to remind myself. So this will be my function, and this will be a public void, and this will be like a set health, and this will be an int, right? And I spelled void wrong. Oh, and while we're on that topic, as I mentioned in a few of my previous videos, as I mentioned in some of my live streams, I am actually dyslexic. No, I mean, since I was a kid, I've been like diagnosed with dyslexia and you know, all of the other good stuff, hypertension, ADHD, you name it, I had it for learning disabilities. So if you're younger, or even if you're older and you've been like diagnosed with like some kind of learning disability, or like, you know, a lot of when I was in school, a lot of my teachers before I was in fifth grade kind of thought I was dumb. But it turns out that my fifth grade teacher, she kind of noticed that I just learned differently than other people, and she noticed that I'm more artistic and creative, right? So she had me take a test, and they found out that I'm more like on that I deal better with creative type work and learning physically. So they actually sent me to a school for gifted people, right? And this was like pretty high level. It was like science. It's called the Chattanooga School for the Arts and Sciences. So it's like you learn art, you learn sciences, and you do debates and stuff like that. So it was actually pretty high level. I got kicked out of that one for doing stupid stuff. I didn't really fit into that school because it was mostly rich people, and my family was like broke. And I'm from the other side of the track, so I didn't really belong there, according to a lot of the people. So you know, but this is like you know, just to kind of say like even if you do have like a learning disadvantage or something like that, and when it comes to game programming, it really doesn't matter. you know, you know, you're gonna find what you're good at, and that's a good thing. That's what I like about the game dev community, because like you have people who can't code for shit, but they're good at art. You have people who can't draw for shit, but they're good at programming, and you have people who suck at both, and they're just good at music, and it works, right? So that's why I like it. All right, so like, what was I doing? Oh, okay, I was setting up a hint, and then I've got to do something with this slider. Slider value equals health. However, I have not put health on my player at all, right? There's like no health on him anywhere. So, all right, so, all right. So basically, this finds the value of the health. Right. Okay. So now I'm gonna do a quick set maximum set maximum set maximum. Okay, so I'm gonna do a quick set maximum so I can set the maximum value of the health in Unity for our boss or for our character. So it's gonna be a slider dot what is that? Max value. Wait a minute, isn't there a shop named Max Value somewhere? Like, I think there's a store in America called Max Value. So slider.max value. Why is this putting like slider dot max value set maximum? Oh, this is also gonna be int health. Yeah, int health. All right, so there we go. All right, so that's gonna be health, and this is gonna be slider dot value equals health. And this, I'm gonna have to change this one to max. Max value health this one also health. Alright. Okay, so with this, I'm going to... Okay, my Unity is still kind of... Okay, it's still kind of loading up. Alright, and don't worry, I'm going to move this over to the corner, right? So this health bar will be displayed on the screen at all times, right? Because we never know when an enemy is going to randomly pop up in a village. And we'll still be using the same health bar when we're like doing the actual platformer type stuff. Alright, you finished loading yet? Slow. He's like, you have too many applications open, Walter. Yeah, I know. So, alright, so let's go ahead, and I think I'm going to go ahead and shrink all of this down now. And kind of move it off to the side. Now, I could actually have this thing kind of follow the player around, but I'm not going to do that. It's kind of middle side. So, I'm going to go here, and we're just going to kind of move you. I suppose I could, like, do it this way. Actually, I'm not actually sure why I want to put this. And there's a reason for that. So I think I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the player. So I'll go to my player script right now, which will be my player move script. Alright, and I need to set up some variables here. Yeah. Which one do I want? I think I'll go with this one. I was actually testing a different type of player movement, but it didn't work out so well. So I named this one Point to Move because I was actually going to use the pointer, but I figured like with Neon Lake, he's already kind of got that set up. So I decided to go ahead with a more basic setup for this particular part of the game. All right, and we're just going to convert it over to the point and click one later. All right. So my player needs some ints. So I don't have any ints in here. Oh my god. Alright, so this will be public int. That will be max health. And then I need a public int, and I need a current health. So for the player, we're gonna like have this already set up. I could hard code this, but I'm not going to because I might want to change the player's health later. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna set current health will be set to max health at the start of the game, and then after that I'm going to go to... Okay, so I've got my, actually I don't have a take damage function here yet. So, this would be a good place to put in, like, a take damage function. So, I mean, like, since I've already kind of coded it on here, I could just go ahead and steal this one. But, yeah, I think I'll go ahead and steal this one. Yeah. Okay. No, I'll be nice. I'll go ahead and code it. Where'd my, because it's not going to take that long. Alright, so I've got my flip script here. I got my flip script here. I've got, alright, so yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and put it, like, right below here. So I've got my void update. And I'll do a, void take damage. And I just name it take damage because that's what everybody else names there. So, int, damage. Alright. And this is the part. Alright, go. So, right, and now I've got to put something in here. So I'm going to put like current health, damage. Right, here we go. And why are you giving me... Oh, okay, so, why is this kind of grayed out? That don't make sense. Oh, it hasn't been called anywhere, that's why. Okay, so for this, I'm going to go to update. right. I don't really want to set that up right now. All right. So in my other code, I have like a lot of stuff kind of written that for the take damage. Void update. No, I think I'm gonna go ahead and copy this one. Okay, no, I'll do it on a key press for the moment, so. Yeah, just for the sake of argument. Go ahead and put yeah. Alright, so I'll go ahead and do a really temporary thing just to make sure that this works. So if input dot key get key down is B, right? And then I'll go ahead and key code down B. And I will go ahead and do a call take damage here. Alright, so yep. Oh, take damage 20. I think I'll put, yeah, take damage. I didn't put a damage amount up in here, actually. Yeah. I'll go ahead and do a public float and put damage up here. Because I want to be able to kind of change that. So, public float, and I'll put damage here. Okay. Int damage. No, I'll change that to damage amount just because I don't want to double up. Damage amount. Alright, so put damage. Damage amount. Okay, and that should work. What are you doing? Damn it. Small keyboard. Yeah, it's like my fingers, like my other Mac, like my other 13-inch had more like side space, right? So I felt more comfortable typing on that one, but this one is so cramped. Right. So let's see. Oh, it doesn't like this damage amount. Ah, that's because it's it should be an int. Never mind. Like so int. There you go. Alright, so yeah, let's see what this like looks like. Okay, actually, I think I'm forgetting something. Yeah, damage amount should probably come from the enemy though. Yeah, I'll switch that over, like in a little bit. Man, Unity's running slow. But I have to admit that this M1 Mac is working out a lot better than I thought. And as I mentioned, like my thing normally isn't coding. My thing is like drawing and like drawing and coming up with cool stories. That's what I do. Alright, actually let's go back into here. And yeah, I think I am gonna go ahead and hard code this guy. So I'll do like take damage. Then we'll do 2, right? And then heck. I'm gonna create. I'm gonna keep all the health stuff kind of together. So I'm gonna create a public health bar, and I'm gonna go. Why am I doing that? Damn it! Stop doing that. Public bar. It keeps wanting to, which I don't want it to do. All right, public health bar, health bar. Huh. Okay, so this will be health bar dot set max health. Max health is here. Okay, let's see if that works. Okay, so health bar dot set set health is current health. That should work, I think. Okay. Alright, so let's see if this is actually working in Unity now. Huh. Which one? 1731. Hold on. 1731. Oh, sorry. 1731. Where are we? Oh. Yeah, I think that should be this one. Here. It's still not really. It's still giving me an error on this health bar thing, though. Alright, let me check my notes again, guys. That doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I'm not getting this. Yeah, because, basically, okay, what am I doing? Okay, why am I getting an error? Let me see if I've got another health bar in here. Oh. So I've got health bar, health bar, health bar. I think I have quite a few health bars in here, so Let me go. Health bar ref. How's that? Eh. Okay, it doesn't like that. Because I didn't really specify. I know it's giving me this error because I didn't specify what type it is. But do I really have to? Hold on. What are... maybe I think this should probably be game object, if I'm correct. Yeah, I think this should be actually game object. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this over to game object. I don't know why I have that in the code. Public game object health bar. We'll do it this way. And see, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. So I think I just needed to change that. I'm getting kind of sleepy, but I have a meeting in a little bit, so I can't really. 3919. Why? Okay, I've got health bar set max health. Okay, where are you? Set max health. Okay, I messed something up here, guys. So, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, I'm not really getting this one. So I don't know why I put this in here. Game object. This was set up as a game object. Hold on. Okay, so let's try this again. Public. Okay, that's what it's after. Alright, and then health bar. Alright, yeah, that's why. Yeah, I messed that one up. Health bar. Alright, there we go. So, here, I forgot I forgot that I put myself slider value. Forgot what I named my file, that's why. Okay, so health bar. Health bar. health bar dot set maximum, I think, and then that was max health. That should work. Okay, and then I'm just gonna copy this one. Health bar dot set. Okay, it doesn't like that. Health bar dot set health. Yeah, set health. Will be set health will be current. Alright, that should be it. Alright, and let's save this and see if I don't get any errors this time. And I have like a couple more minutes before I have to start getting ready for my meeting. So that's one reason why this video is kind of rushed. Okay, any errors? Starting to get a bit sleepy too. Okay, cool. So error is gone, and now I'm gonna go ahead and play the game. And whenever I hit the B button, something should happen. So I've got min val, max volume, max val. Input key name B. I forgot to put the code here. And also, where's my player at? Max health. Actually, I think I'll go ahead and give him a max health of like 20, and then current health of 5. All right, and which key code am I going to use? Get key down. This should be key code B. Yeah. So I'm thinking of another language, that's why. Alright, there we go. And that should work. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. That's supposed to be back on Unity. Alright, here we go. Taking forever. Okay. So like now that I'm in Unity, I've got my player, and I have a health bar slot around here somewhere. Here we go, health bar slot. And I'm getting sleepy, guys. So that's why my voice is kind of starting to fade out. And here's my health bar, bing, right there. All right, cool. All right, and let's see. Now let's play. Alright, so, something's not working here. Why aren't you working here? So I've got my health bar right here. Let me, my slider, min value, max value, handle, min value. What did I type for min value before? No, we can't. I can't see that shit right now. Alright, so, let's see. So, this should be okay right around here. So I got my player script, I've got, min value. Oh. My slider should be all the way up, I think, to 100%. Okay, and every time I hit the B button, this thing should drop. Note object reference not set to something. Why? Alright, so, Alright, so what I'm going to do right now is I think I'm going to have to troubleshoot this a little bit. So, and I've got to get ready for my meeting anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. But we do, this is how you basically set up a health bar. Anyway, I've got to figure out like kind of what's going on with this at the moment. So I missed something. I've got max health, current health, health bar. This one, ground, player temp. Alright, and my code in the update function should be working. Take damage. Take damage too. That might be one reason why this isn't working so well. So I'll put 20 here. Okay, so input get key code down, get key code B. That's all in my update function. So yeah, but I'm a little bit busier than I thought it was gonna be today. So this morning I woke up, I'm like, yay, it's like Sunday, and like I don't have to do anything. So I was just planning on working on the game all day, but it hasn't actually turned out like I haven't been lucky enough to just really be able to do that. So I'm trying to sneak time in whenever I can. All right, come on, let's do this. Play. Right, and whenever I hit the B button, this should reduce. Bing, 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 bing. Null reference. Why am I getting a null reference? Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off, and I'll figure this out and like continue with something else when I am able to get back to work. So I'll go ahead and end this stream because I've got to get ready to prepare for my meeting tonight. So nighttime is kind of busy for me. Like I've got client meetings and stuff like that. So I'll probably be back on after my client meeting. But just to kind of give you an idea of what we've kind of got going on, you kind of seen me running around this scene and like destroying some enemies. So that's what I'm going to keep on doing. And then like once all of that is set up, I'll get get to work more heavily on the artwork. And so I will see you guys like later. Unity's kind of running a little bit slower than it should be too. So this is kind of what we've got going on at the moment. And then I'll put the health bar up here. And then after that, we'll probably like work on putting in a portal to where I can go to a different level. And then that'll be, you know, that'll be where we can like start, where I'll feel more comfortable just focusing on doing the artwork and the animations. Okay, so and I also have to set up a title screen, and I'm gonna kill this guy just for fun. Bang. All right, so I will jump off for now, and I will see you guys later. My partner's not on right now on Twitch right now, so I don't think I can actually like send you guys over to him at the moment. Let me see. Let me do a quick check to see if Neonalig's on. Yeah, but he was doing pretty good earlier. He just got raided by like a party of like 300 and something. So, you on right now? Okay. No, he's offline at the moment. Alright, so yeah, I can't really send you over to him, but I'm gonna kind of maybe try to do that anyway. Just in case he jumps back on later. So, let me go here and jump on my Twitch. And I'm going to, I'll just host him for now. Alright, so host, me at Neonalig. Alright, there we go. Alright, and that's going to be it for me right now. I will be back later, and I will catch you guys up with some artwork. Alright, see you guys soon, and